Oh, what is up, you silly bitches? It is Sunday. And what does that mean? That means it's another episode of Hey Man, Nice Shirt. Holy shit, we've got some new technology. For the first time in the history of this podcast, I can actually physically see the Nick Delicati and what the fuck his reactions are to anything and everything I say.
And you, buddy. And you. I could see you. And you know what? With age, you're getting prettier. You're getting prettier.
Like a fine wine. That's right. Logan Ryan's in the fucking building.
Nick Delicati is here and ready to booze. I was thinking I was gonna. So I got Miller Lights backing this up. And I was like, I should just go all Miller Lights tonight. But then I made the conscious decision to get as drunk as I can tonight. So I wanted a little something heavier, a little something to take the edge off, perhaps.
Just as drunk as possible on a Sunday night because fuck shoes? I mean, what what's going on?
Fuck shoes.
I don't know.
No, you know what? Is because it's my fucking life. And yeah, I drink. And yeah, people tell me maybe there's a problem, but fuck. I would like to. That's why. That's the easy answer. I would like to. Quick reminder.
Right, is that
Oh, it's my Montauk Cold Day.
Cold Day. There you go.
Cold Day IPA. It's snowing like a basset here.
Is it? Dude, I posted a picture on our story. It's like 74, and it's just absolutely gorgeous outside. And so we decided we were going to go start day drinking earlier. But I found this gem. It is the Super Fun Hazy Hop IPA. And it says a hoppy love hug for your tongue. I don't know what that means.
I've never had more pride in beers than your beers that I don't even drink. I get excited for that.
Dude, I didn't even know this, but it's got like Japanese writing on it over here. It says paperback, and dude, I'm so stoked on this right now.
How confident are you that that's Japanese writing?
Considering I studied Japanese, I'm 100% confident, and it does say paperback.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, understood. Loud and clear, buddy.
Right, everybody. Didn't you study Japanese? Wasn't that like a requirement in high school or whatever?
Japanese? No, Spanish. And then if you want to elect out of Spanish, you could choose Italian or French. And those were our only options ever.
All right, must be a New York thing.
Yeah, well,
this is really good, by the way. It's nice, it's clean, it's a little fruity, but it's you know what? It is a hoppy little hug on my tongue.
Man, I'm happy to hear that. Before we get started, I think
let's get some business out of the way.
Yeah,
you want to talk about it. There it is.
I want to remind everybody of something that's very important to us. Logan, do you think you know where I'm going with this?
I think I do, and
okay.
I believe it's something that's happening.
Well, let's not spoil it. Let me say it. Quick reminder that 1980 was not 20 years ago. Okay, we're good. I can't believe you.
Feel like it is.
I can't believe you thought I was. I can't believe you knew I was going to say that. That is remarkable. That's why we're best friends.
It's how we think. We're despite the 3,000 plus miles apart, we are so in sync.
That's right.
Just boom,
That's
right there.
Anything else you wanted to remind them of?
Oh shit. We have a live show coming up in August on the 29th. Did I fuck that date up again, or did I get it right?
Nope.
No, it's the 29th.
Man, you are one hell of a salesman. Your sales pitch has always been remarkable.
Hey guys, don't forget live show on some date in August. I don't know. We'll tell you when, and just be there. We're still working on details. I'm confident within the next couple of weeks we're going to have something actually together that we can post so that you guys can say, hey, here's what we're doing. Because it's going to help us out. We need to get an idea how many people are going to want to, I guess, I don't know if attend is the right word, because it's going to be a virtual live show. But we still got to get an idea of what the fuck's going on, I guess. Right? How many, if there's going to be 70,000 people, or if it's going to be 7,000 people.
Or 7. It's really up in the air at this point.
No one knows.
Somewhere there's going to be a 7. in the viewers. I've been getting a little harassed lately. I've been getting a little harassed about getting these details out, and I was told that we don't have it together, is what I was told. They said, and then they went prove it that. They said, I said, yeah, we do. And they said, prove it. And I said, this is a setup and I'm catching on. And they said, oof, you caught on. So I've been getting harassed a little bit. They want details. They're looking to trick. The trickery is remarkable. Okay. But I ain't falling for it. Logan, we're not us two smart individuals. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking no. We ain't falling for that shit.
I ain't falling for that shit.
Ridiculous.
So I got to tell you.
What's up? What?
I have a question for you, Nick. I've debated in my mind how I wanted to start this conversation, and I think I'm just going to go with it this way, is just asking you the question and then telling you the story of how I arrived to this question. Does that sound good?
I'm following.
Okay. So I think there's an advantage here because you are a little bit younger, so you're
a lot bit younger. Go ahead.
You're closer to my stepson's age, so maybe you can relate. I don't know. He can't grow upper lip dirt either, so I feel like you guys are almost the same. So
that's only 6 or 7 days. That's not bad.
6 to 7 weeks. Got it. I shaved this morning, by the way. So
you're a fucking liar. Absolute piece of shit.
So I got a question for you. When you were a young man, when you were younger, when your body was starting to go through all of the changes that it's going through, and all of a sudden you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, what is this thing sticking out of my pants? Right? Why are people camping now under the sheets? Because I have this massive thing that's just up in the air, right? In other words, an erection or a boner, whatever. Right, just the
right,
right.
but a good like a strong,
just a solid. So the question I have is that when you were going through that phase, and obviously, I mean, still now, I mean, as an older, 41-year-old man, I still wake up and it's still, hey, I'm still here, check it out. But the question came up is that. Have you ever experienced a just raging boner when you had the immediate urgency to urinate? So let me ask it a different way. So all of a sudden you feel yourself, you're like, holy shit, I really have to pee, and then immediate boner.
No, not for me, but I've heard plenty of times like the way to get rid of morning wood is just piss. Like just go piss and you'll watch your dick start out like this and then fall. But I don't find that true because, and I think I'm getting off the topic with what you're asking, but real quick, I have to get rid of my boner before I piss in the morning. I do because it's one tunnel, 2 cars going down one tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like you gotta, one's gotta go. And I know I have a bladder full of pee-pee and I need to get that out. So I have to, like, by the time I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm pretty much back to 6 o'clock. Now, your question is, do I ever have to pee like aggressively and then just immediately get a hard on?
Yeah. So let me tell the story now. Now that we have kind of like that's a random question. So as you know, family, we all like to watch Naked and Afraid. It's kind of like our thing, right? So big fans of Naked and Afraid. It's funky, it's quirky. They definitely have some uncomfortable moments, which is always fun to watch the kids get a little awkward, like a little squeamish and shit, So we're watching it the other day, and stepson looks over at me and goes, "Hey, and by the way, all of the girls are asleep, so it's just me, future wife, and future stepson, whatever." So it's just the 3 of us. The 2 younger ones, the 2 girls are asleep, then they're out, and once they go to sleep, you can run a train through the house, and they'd be like,
Yeah, me too. That's how I am.
hard sleepers. So he goes, hey, I have a question. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, how do they pee? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean, how do they pee? He goes, well, and then he gets this kind of like little giggle because he knows he's about to ask like a sexual question. So he's like, sometimes when I have to pee real bad, I get a boner. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. I go, so if you have to pee really bad, you get an erection. And he goes, mm-hmm. I went, yeah, I don't think that's, I can think back and I got a pretty decent memory of childhood. I don't think that's something I feel like I would remember, that all of a sudden I'm just like, I have to pee real bad and it's just like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hog. Yeah.
just slapping desks, right? Sitting in the middle of the class, just bam. What was that? Oh, fuck, Logan's got to pee again.
Gotta pee. Teacher, gonna pee? Sure. All right, you're gonna have to give 6 or 7 minutes till this thing goes away. No,
But again, to your point too, it's like, dude, every time if I'm hard, I can't pee. It's like, okay, I've tried the push down where you're like trying to push it down to try to get the, like you said, the two tunnels or the two cars, and I'm trying to get the right car lined up with the right tunnel. Right, 2-to-1, got it. And I feel like if I push it down, sometimes it works, and then you got like the leg up, and you're pushing down and trying to angle it so you're not pissing like at the window. It's boners are so weird.
Yeah,
let's just be honest.
Boners are weird. Boners are, I don't know. I feel like a boner tells you really who you are, though. I do. I feel like it's a very accurate representation of, why did I get hard for that? Oh shit! Why did I get hard for that? You know?
No, I disagree though. No, but hang on a second. I totally disagree because there's definitely been times. I mean, and we talked about this too. I talked about it with him that you just get that random boner for no reason, like the BRBs. You know what a BRB is, right?
You said it once before. Bed random breakfast. No.
No. Bouncy road boner.
Oh yeah, right.
Right, when you're on a long trip and you get the bouncy road boner and you're like, oh well, here we go. I guess this just happens now. I mean, I remember being a kid and we had to commute like 2.5, 3 hours or whatever to high school when we first started because we hadn't moved yet and school started before we thought it was going to start. And long story, excuse me, but I remember being in the truck with my dad and being like, oh shit. And trying to hide it, and I told Steps on this, and I go, hey, you just gotta tuck it in your waistband. He goes, oh, so it looks like you have something in your pocket. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how tight are your pants? Number one, I mean, if you're pulling it up and it looks like something's in your pocket, I'm like, good Lord, dude. And I'm like, dude, do you have like this big dick that no one knows about? I mean, what's you packing some heat there, kid? What's going on?
He's like. Tight jeans? No, I'm wearing Echo jeans here. They flare out at the bottom. They're so loose. It's like, damn. God damn, this kid's packing. It's like that Peter Griffin. It's like in Family Guy when when Peter Griffin finds out Chris Griffin has like a fucking
just a hammer cock, just this massive
piece. The guy's got a piece on him, and he's like. Now he's all embarrassed by like him, like he's embarrassed for like, "Was all I got?" Like that. That's what I picture your stepson to you. Is like one day he's gonna walk in and you're gonna be like getting out of the shower and you're like, "Dad, where's your dick?"
I was like, what are you talking about?
It's right there.
It's right there. There's balls. There's dick. That's how this all works.
He's like, well, "Where's the rest of it?" And you're like, "What do you mean the rest of it?"
Hey. I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, sure. Okay, what they say. Yeah, well, you know what they say. You know what they say, right? Speaking of this, you know what they say, right, Logan?
What's that?
They say it's not if you've tucked your dick in between your legs to make it look like a vagina. It's when is the last time you tucked your dick in between your legs to make it look like a cooter. And are you, Logan, tell me this right now. Are you embarrassed by the age at which you were when you last tucked? I fucking know I am. I know I am. I would be embarrassed to say what the last time I tried that move was.
Yeah, because I was definitely older than you are now when I did it last. So 100%. 100%.
So I have a bright future ahead of me, is what you're saying. You're saying I got things to look forward to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Without question, you're just gonna be hammered one day, and you're probably by yourself. The wife's gonna be gone with the kids somewhere. They're gonna be like school shopping, right? They're gonna be at it's like junior high, and you're like you're sitting there on the couch, you're watching a little ESPN, hockey highlights, and you get up and you go to a piss, and you look over at the mirror, and you're like, huh, and just kind of tuck it back, and you're like, yeah, I still got it. It's not bad. Yeah, it was pretty good. And then you go back, you sit down on the couch again, you crack open a Bud Heavy, and wait for the family to get home. And no one's going to know. The dog might know, but no one else is going to know.
The dog knows way too much. The dog knows way too much, let's be honest.
Bro.
But,
dude.
In most cases, nobody would know. But in our case, we are idiots and we decided to talk about this live. So it's just our lives. Just
our lives. Just no big deal. No big deal. Dude, can you imagine if our dogs could like speak some of the shit that they would like say?
I know. I feel like I know what he'd say.
Oh my god, dude! And it's
my dog would tell me to wipe my ass better.
I think we talked about this. We talked about this before. How your dog's real smart, and he goes, okay,
yeah.
He knows when some shit's about to go down. He's like, all right, time for me to get off the bed. I'm gonna go over here. Just gonna give them their time. Give them their 37 seconds. It's gonna be over here pretty quickly.
No,
anyway,
no, he's never He's never willing. He always gives an attitude. He's like, and then like stretches and strolls off the bed. It's like, listen, dude, what the fuck? I let you sleep in my bed. Like every now and then, get off.
Because I'm trying to get off.
I'm like, God damn, a simple give and take,
Dude, our dog, he doesn't give a fuck. It's like, dude, can you get off the fucking bed? And he's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna hang out here, and then I'm gonna lick my paw. He just sits there and just licks his paw. So, we'll be, getting in the moment, and then all of a sudden you just hear him licking, and you're like, what? Dude, seriously? And then he'll like jump around and then steps on your foot, and it's like, bro. And he's not a big dog. It's not like he's a 100-pound dog or anything like that. But still, you're trying to have a little one-on-one moment, and I don't need paws on my fucking calf right now. I mean, I'm. It's like, dude, just go fuck off for a little.
Your ass just keeps bumping him in the head. Your ass is just like bumping him in the head, and he doesn't give a fuck.
Just sitting there licking his paw. Rocked in the head.
Hey.
Fucking animal. But again, could you imagine the stories that they would tell? They would tell. They know some fucked up shit. I'm so glad they can't communicate. I have a theory about this, by the way. I've been thinking.
Hold on, let me tell you what I think your dog would say real quick. Can I tell you what I think your dog would say? Yeah, your dog would look you dead in the eyes and go, "Yo, stop doing this. I ain't moving. Yes, man. Get your ass out. Let's go." That's all you got. Like, your dog would shit talk you. That's all you got. Put your back into it, son. That's what your dog would tell you. What's your theory? What's your theory?
I have a theory. I have this theory because dogs are pretty smart, right? I mean, they're pretty smart animals. I have a theory that we early on, like years and years and years and generations ago, as a human race, we decided that we're going to train them in a way where they're going to be obedient animals. Because I feel like there possibly could have been that, like, just like we could have taught them language, but we decided not to. They understand words, but we kind of dumb it down for them, and I think we did that on purpose. That's my fucked up theory of the day.
Hold on, now you got my hold on. You got my wait. No. We're not gonna jump off this just yet because you got my wheels spinning right now. You got my wheels spinning. So you're saying to me right now that if we purposely didn't make them talk, they know shit. They are capable of speaking. If we would have just bit the bullet from day one and be like, listen, I know you're understanding me. Run that back by me. He'd be like, okay, you told me to sit. And like, that would be good.
Yeah.
But we were like,
We killed those dogs off. Yeah, 100%. They put those dogs down. They're like, that guy just said, Charlie? No. No,
Gone.
no.
Gone.
That guy's, he's gone.
because
Yeah,
because
like, you've seen the Huskies, right?
what about him?
You've seen those Huskies?
No, what are you
Oh
talking
my God, there's been some great videos. The most recent one was a husky in Texas because Texas, is covered in snow.
Yeah,
And
those poor
everybody's freaking out, which
those poor
I can
fucks.
understand. They didn't really prepare for it. But everybody that owns Huskies are like letting the Huskies go out and play. And Huskies are cold weather dogs, right? So
Yeah.
why you have a Husky in Texas anyway is kind of an asshole move. But they love the cold. So there's this one video of this Husky's outside, and the owner's trying to bring him back in, and he looks around, and he's like, "No," says fucking no. Swear to God.
No way.
Swear to God.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I'll send it to you, or I'll post it, or we'll do something. You'll see it. You'll figure it out.
So you're telling me humans were actually smart back in the day and said, if we're going to make you guys indoor animals and live amongst us, we're only going to make you smart enough to take commands and not talk back. I should do that for my fucking child. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
God damn. He's
I had a
he's
theory.
1 year old and he's like, I'm like, hey, put that back. And he goes, no. I'm like, okay, sure. All right. You don't got to. I was just, it's not a huge deal.
I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Is that going to kill you? No. Okay.
All right.
I guess
I mean,
fine.
yeah, fine. No big deal. It's only a hair straightener. Plug it in first, idiot.
That fork and the light socket. Yeah, try it out. It's fun. Everybody does it at least once. Have you ever When was the last time you electrocuted yourself? Like on accident, not on purpose.
Oh, those are two different stories. The last time I electrocuted myself was probably about a year ago. Like a good,
Yeah.
like, "Tah!" Oh, fuck, okay. But like, not
Yeah,
like,
one of those.
yeah, it's never like, you just keep your finger there or something. It's like, "Tah! What in the fuck was that?" Yeah, probably about a year ago. Yeah, probably
It's
about a
been
year.
longer for me, which has been nice.
So-
It's never fun getting electrocuted.
Okay, so hold on. Here's what I've gathered so far from just this episode. What are we? 23 minutes in so far. I have learned that from my age that I am right now, 26, moving forward, getting older, I will electrocute myself less, but tuck my dick to give myself a vagina more.
Yes.
Oh, life does get better. Life is, you know what?
it's-
They say that as you get older, life gets better, and that's goddamn true. I just figured that out. That is
It gets
remarkable.
It gets way better. The speaking of life and the fun things is so the new thing in my house with the kids is when they get excited, everybody takes their pants off. Yeah,
Wait, okay.
yeah, that's the new thing. So it's just like, oh my God, da, 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 and then just pants. Oh shit! Everybody just drops trowel, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Put your pants on. We're so excited, and they run around super excited with no pants on. So that's, as a parent, that's something that you get to look forward to as well. Is your son's just going to randomly just like be like, "Yep, I'm not wearing pants." And by the way, this is all of them, and they're now during 11 to 11, 10, and 10. Jesus, 11, 10, and 7. Yeah, and the 11-year-old participates in the excitement. And here go my pants.
Okay, let me run this back quickly. No big
Process it a
let's-
little bit.
let's-
Get it in there and just go, all right, how does this?
So, here we go. Okay.
Hey, let's role
Christmas
play.
morning.
Let's role play. No. It's not even that exciting. Let's role play. Hey, the Shave Ice truck is coming around the block. Do you guys want some Shave Ice? Yes. Pants off. Well, you can't have any Shave Ice because with no pants. You have to put your pants on so you can go outside. Okay, let us do one more lap around the kitchen, and then we'll put our pants back on.
So they're understanding.
That's-
So they say, you know what? That is a fair statement. That is a fair statement. I understand that pants do need to be on in order for me to get shaved ice.
Correct.
But I'm still
Shave
excited. I'm still excited. One more lap around the ottoman, and I'm out.
Right.
And pants are coming back up. But
And then I'll put my pants back on.
This is not something as exciting as Christmas morning. This is, hey, dad's bringing home pizza, and they go, pizza, and they all look at each other, give a head nod, and go, zzz, pants off.
Yes.
What is with the no pants thing?
I don't know. I have zero idea. No clue. It is just it's a thing apparently, and that's what they're excited about. They get excited and they're just like woo. And it started. I want to say it started about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I've kind of tried to say, hey guys, let's. I know it's exciting, but maybe let's keep the pants on. And they're like, but we're so excited, pants off, woo. And I'm like, no. All right. So the goal is. This is where I'm kind of on the fence, right? So I'm on the fence of the, all right, do we let this thing keep going and it'll eventually go away with the risk of them getting a little bit older and maybe they are at school and
God forbid they get a substitute teacher unexpectedly. A substitute teacher, they're like, let's go, no work today, baby. Zzz.
And then pants.
And now there's just one kid in the back of the classroom with no pants, and people are like, hey, what's that kid's problem? And they're like, I don't know. I think he's excited. And then just like, and then God forbid the kid has to pee. If the kid's got to pee, now he's pantsless, hard on, back of class. Shit, dude. You gotta watch out. You better watch out.
It can get sideways. It can get sideways really fast. Now the biggest challenge obviously is with the girls because hey man, we got to keep the girls. We got to keep their clothes on at all costs. I feel like if there was a way that I could staple pants on them just permanently, without risk of injury, or if it wasn't illegal, or CPS wouldn't come knock at the door, I would do that. It's like you're always going to wear pants. Staple. But I can't do that.
I would. You know what? Tell CPS to call me, and I'd be like, no, you don't understand. It's either that or they're going pantsless, and I think they would understand. They would understand.
Well, yeah. I think if you put it in that context, that they'd be like, oh, well, you didn't explain it to us that way.
Wait. Can I take that back? If there's ever a situation where anybody wants to know more about why your daughter is not wearing pants, don't mention my name even a little bit. I don't want to be a part of any of this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can call me about many things, buddy. You could call me about anything. A couple things off to the side that we say no. So, we're good here.
Your daughter with no pants is definitely one of those things. Let's just put that over.
Yeah. Dude, seeing you is so much funnier now. I love seeing you. I love watching you.
This is so much. This is way better.
This is great.
This is definitely way better.
This is
it's and also too. I wanted to mention that I'm gonna try to. I didn't bring enough beers up here to keep up with you, but I'm definitely we're gonna go. We're gonna drink. I have both of these pints because I have the taller beer like an adult as opposed to a cute little 16 ouncer, 12 ouncer, 12 ounces. Oh, they're so cute. Aw. That's a cute little beer.
Yeah, listen. Stop that. No, believe me, if any of our listeners understood that this guy needs to get more beer mid-podcast, they'll be fine with it. They'll be fine with it. They'll say, I'm glad he's getting more intoxicated, that he is making more poor decisions. This is what people are here for. They don't want to hear how smart we pretend to be. They want to hear the real us, who drinks too much and talks about tucking their legs between their dick between their legs. That's what the people want.
Tucking their legs between their dicks. Yep, that's a life goal right there. God, could you imagine? Just dude, that's the one thing that I don't know, man. I mean, the more I think about it, everybody has this whole thing of it. God, I just wish I had a big dick. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a lot of work. It seems like a
problematic.
lot of upkeep. It does.
Seems
right?
problematic. Yeah.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
certain there's a small percentage of women out there that are going to be like, "Oh my God, he's got this huge dick," and they're just excited about it. But at the same time, I mean, can you get it all the way in once you get to a certain length? I feel like you can't. Obviously, I'm
No,
not there.
and
because we're
also it
talking about
hurts.
this way. Right.
This is all speculation, by the way. Both of us are just speculating here. I imagine that too big is not good. So you know what, gentlemen, with average to less than average, you're doing fine. You're preferred. How about let's start passing that message along. You're not accepted. You're preferred.
Yeah. Especially if you know what to do with it. If you're just like, okay, so we talked about this. I know we talked about this podcast ago too. Is those hot girls that are out there that just starfish it and they just lay back and they're just like that.
Mm-hmm.
They just think that because they're hot, they're just like they don't have to do anything. Well, fuck you. Number one, and number two, move something. Move your hips. Just be better.
Move something.
But I feel like no one wants to feel like they're fucking a warm corpse. Okay. So, and I think the same though applies to men too, right? I mean, dudes, if you're out there, man, I mean, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the effort. You know, you gotta make sure your hip game is strong. And I don't know what the exercises or anything is to do that or how you practice it, but just try it more. Listen to your women. Listen to your women. That's the key right there. Listen to your fucking woman. And if she says, I like this, don't stop, then fucking do that and don't stop. I mean,
But take mental note. Those rare times that she goes, oh my God, don't stop, keep going. Right there. Keep functioning. Don't stop your hips. Don't let your hips stop by any means.
Yep.
Make your brain stop for a second, okay? Hips keep going. Brain stops. Brain now takes mental note, okay? Mental note, what am I doing? Look down. Hips slightly cocked, maybe one ahead of the other.
Oh,
whatever.
Offset. Oh, I like that.
Maybe a little offset. Maybe because maybe you're going with your lady's body. A little offset here, like this, gentlemen. Okay, look at me, gentlemen. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, look at me, gentlemen, right here. See this? This is what ladies want, right there. Looking forward, slightly off-centered. This is what ladies want, right there.
The only thing you're missing, you gotta give the flex while you're doing it too, because you know you're looking in a mirror right now, so you gotta get the flex in there. You gotta get the arm. You just gotta get in there. Yeah.
Well, the flex is for you. The flex is only for your own self-confidence. You said, man, you know what?
Yeah.
I did carry that bag of potatoes in last week. Maybe that's starting to show. No.
Yep.
Okay. But when she says, ooh, I like this, don't stop.
No.
Hips move, slightly off-centered. Brain does not move. Brain looks down. Brain goes, this is what I'm doing. This is what she likes. I will try this again in about a week when she grants me permission to get back in her naughty place. That is how you please a woman. And you know what? God, Logan, you're fucking right when you say we're professionals and everything. Anything you need advice to, allow us. This is people pay for this kind. People pay for this kind of advice. Sex therapy. This is ridiculous. You don't need sex therapy. You don't need sex therapy. You need Nick and Logan. That's what you need.
That's right. You need a Hey Man Nice Shirt podcast, and you can send us your questions. And like Nick just said, and we've said before, we are experts in literally everything. So that platform that you're listening on right now, whether it's Apple Podcasts or Google Play or Anchor,
Spotify,
YouTube. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, we got you. We send us some shit. Send us a DM. Send us a tweet at us. Hit us up on our email. All of that shit's at. Where's that at, Nick? I think you remember where this is.
Allow me. You could find all of that, say Twitter and Instagram, for instance, at HMNS Podcast.
That's the place.
Perhaps
the Gmail, right?
Perhaps an electronic mail.
Type.
Send that over to HMNSpodcast at gmail.com.
That's right.
Hey, perhaps you want to see just some quick clips. Some quick clips. Just little segments, perhaps. perhaps a minute
Little
long.
nuggets.
You'll find maybe they'd be called shirt clips. We'll play on words there. Perhaps you'll find that on the old TikTok, which is HMNS Podcast. We're here. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. You don't got to look hard. You just got to know the name.
That's it. That's it. You don't have to look hard. Now, when you say look hard, do you mean like an asshole, like a thug, just like or look like difficulty looking?
I mean both, I think. I think I mean both. So let's address the thugs, the gangsters. That listen to the HMNS podcast. You don't got to look so
cats
hard.
Out in Compton listen to us right now. I appreciate you guys. That and LBC, bro.
Compton is popular. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I have no idea. I think we have
probably some.
two
We have
listeners there.
no. We have some Compton listeners. I feel it. I feel it. And it's just because it's because of our street cred. That's what it is. It's because of our street cred. It's both of us have our individual street cred, and when we walk through Compton and they're like, oh shit, this is, you know who that is? And they're like, boy, who's that? And they're like, dude, all right, guy, get the kids inside. Get the kids inside. And we just stroll by. And they said, sir? And I said, what's up, playa? And they say, how's it going, sir? I say, you know who I am? And they say, yeah, I know who you are. And they say, and I say, say my name. And they say, hey man, nice shirt. And I say, that's goddamn right. That's goddamn right. So if you don't know, now you know.
You better recognize. Shit.
No,
Shit.
one time
hey.
Yeah, what?
Go ahead. Nope.
I was just gonna say that we earned that street cred from generations before us. Okay, this has been.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. My grandfather did not join the Sharks and fight the Jets just for no reason. He did it to get that Compton street cred.
That's right. That's right.
That was my grandfather. You believe that? He said,
Fingers.
"Yeah, you know that. What is that? The musical movie, the West Side Story."
Yeah.
That was all about my grandfather. All about him. He said, "Yeah." He joined the Jets.
Slick back hair. I can see him with the slick back hair.
That's right. He joined the Jets.
Yeah.
He's the one who initiated the fight with the Sharks. And he said, "This is going to pay off one day. This is going to pay off. We're going to have some East Coast guys come to Compton, and everything's going to be smooth sailing because of this fight."
So basically, what you're saying is your grandfather was responsible for Tupac getting shot.
Well, listen, it's still an ongoing investigation. Okay, so we can't really speak too much about that.
Oh, fuck, I love it. So speaking of murders and people getting shot,
Okay.
you just told me before we hopped on here that there's a serial killer on fucking Long Beach. And I have to say...
Nope. Try again. Not Long Beach. Long Island.
Oh, sorry, Long Island. Sorry, Long... It was something long. I don't know. We've been talking about dicks all day. I couldn't remember if it was Long Dick, Long Beach, Long Island, whatever. Fuck, could have been Jersey. I don't know.
Hey, come on. That's a low blow. And we're buddies. That's a low blow. Okay?
Oh, fuck. So Long Island has a serial killer. I'm a huge, and I think you know this about me, Nicholas, is I'm a huge like murder, like mystery, like Dateline, Keith Morrison, like fan. For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm a little upset at myself right now because I was unaware that there was a serial killer, and I believe you said this before, still fucking active right now on the island that you call Long.
Yes. So this actually hits like real close to home. We have, not because I know anybody that was murdered.
Okay. Oh God.
We've talked about if I ever knew anybody that was like, if I knew somebody that was murdered, I'm going to jail. I'd be the Long Island serial killer. I'm like, I was in high school, but I was
not going to interview well. Not gonna
no. Oh God, no! I'm so bad. I'd be like, I didn't kill him. But if I did, I would have changed that. They fucked that part up. They're like, well, how'd you know they fucked that up? Like, oh, come on. Like, think. Like, you gotta think like a serial killer, guys. No, yeah, we have a Long Island serial killer. I was in 11th grade, so I was like old enough. 11th grade, I was 17 years old to when it all started spilling out.
Oh, shit. So this could be you.
Well, no, it's not me because... See, like I don't even know how to explain it's not me.
See, that is exactly why.
And it's
That's
you.
exactly
It's just
why.
you asking me. It's just you asking me, and I'm like,
I'm not even a cop.
it's
You're
not
like,
me.
But it's not. I don't.
See, I'm terrible. I'm really bad. I can't. I'm very bad under pressure. So yeah, it's literally called Lisk, Long Island Serial Killer, or it goes by Gilgo Beach Killer. Gilgo, not dildo. We hear the jokes all the time. So what happened is, yeah. So what happened was in 2011, there was a sex worker, that was in. Okay, let me explain to understand this story. I'll give you the gist and then I'll explain it a little bit further.
Okay.
I want to, you know who I want to shout out? There's a great podcast that is actually still releasing episodes. It's relatively new. It's called Unraveled Long Island Serial Killer. Look it up. It's really fucking good. It's really good. They actually interview people from the police department. And if you don't know anything about the Long Island Serial Killer, there's like a 90% chance it was our police chief. Suffolk County Police Chief.
Wild.
Yeah. It's like very, or a doctor. So it's either a doctor or the police chief, and it's like, it's a wild fucking story. Yeah. So in 2011, a girl was screaming throughout town. They're killing me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me at like 4 a.m. She was on the phone with the cops for like 20 something minutes, and they like still didn't show up, and she went missing. Then her mom was like going crazy.
Wait, hang on. She's screaming down the middle of the street going, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me.
Yeah,
She
knocking
gets
on doors.
someplace, knocking on doors. Someone calls the cops. Now hang on a second. No one let her in.
She
to
calls
help her?
she calls the cops.
She calls the cops.
Yes.
And then disappears?
And she's on the phone. The phone ends. It's 29 minutes, something like that, 21 minutes. She's on the phone for over 20 minutes with the cops. She's running up and down the street. Help, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me. She goes back to her driver who drove her there and was like, and he was like, all right, let me help you. And she's like, no, you're trying to kill me too. I know you're thinking she's on drugs. They found her body eventually, and no drugs were found in her body. So something was going on. And then she ran to other houses. People then called the cops because it's like 4 a.m. and like, why is this girl screaming? So they're killing me. And then she was never seen again. Now,
What?
her mom is like trying to call her, like whatever, just trying to get in touch with her just to talk. And she was gone. Like no calls, blah, 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 blah. And so she's like starting to go to the police, blah, 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 blah. This starts like, all right, a small investigation. She was at this location. People reported that she was screaming, help, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to kill me. They start looking for her. When they're looking for her, they find 4 bodies. They just find 4 bodies in the marsh because it's right by the water. They find 4 bodies, none of which are her. They're like, what the fuck? Now, like, and they're all in like burlap sacks and shit like this, and so they're all like connected. So they're like, dude, there's a fucking serial killer. Like, they're all connected. 4 fucking people is a serial killer. Then they're still looking for her. They find more. Then they find an infant. Then they find the mother of the infant. Then they find a gay Asian male. Then they find 11 bodies and then find her. So we have a serial killer, and they're all connected for the most part, all within a stretch of like marsh, which is like between the water and the sand, and like it's like marshy land.
Yeah. Yep.
So the way to understand where this is, you have Long Island that looks like a fish. Long Island actually looks like a fish. You have Manhattan, right? So if like, Here we go. Here's land. You have like Manhattan. I gotta do it this way. You have Manhattan, and then Long Island comes this way, and then goes this way for fish. Then you have a very small strip of land, like this little guy. that is slightly detached, and it's supposed to protect the ocean. Like, it's like a natural barrier from the ocean to
like
like
a
the
surf
mainland. Right, exactly. Now there's water in here, which is the bay. So you cross the bridge. People are idiots and built all houses and shit right on that piece of land.
Of course they would.
It is what it is. It happened at Oak Beach. This whole scenario where the girl was screaming happened in Oak Beach. My uncle lives in Oak Beach. It's a very, very, very small community of like, you're in between a bay and the ocean. That's your fucking property. It's a little beach town. The roads can fit like one car. You could walk anywhere. There's no stores. There's no nothing. You have to take a bridge to get there. My uncle lives there. I'm very familiar with the area. I know the house that this happened in front of. And then, so they uncovered all these body, and it was most likely our police chief. He's not the police chief anymore. Very, very likely he was the police chief because then some drug addict that lives in the town next to me currently, robbed that police chief's car, not knowing it was him because he's a drug addict, and he stole a duffel bag that has DVDs in it, and he watched the DVDs, and it was a snuff film. A snuff film is like, like you fuck somebody and kill them, and like it showed somebody killing like a prostitute. What? And the police chief was caught with prostitutes. He was dating a prostitute at one time. He took the FBI off of the case when they was like, hey, there's a huge serial killer that's like one of the most prominent cases in the fucking history of ever. And he's like, no, we don't need the FBI. And he dismissed the FBI. And it was, or there was a doctor. A doctor called the mother the day after they realized that the girl was missing. The doctor called her and was like, hey, I know who your daughter is. And it was found in his backyard. The girl that was screaming was found in the doctor's backyard. And then he denies everything. Yeah, there's videos of him like faking a heart attack or defibrillation in his whatever heart.
Holy shit!
It's all on video. You can look all that shit up. And he's like, nah. The shit is crazy. I looked some of it
up here. It's pretty wild. And I feel like the more I'm reading, I feel like I've heard about this, but I definitely, because I listen to a shit ton of murder podcasts, like a lot, and I think we've talked about it before. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Morbid, the podcast.
Yes,
those chicks are awesome. They're so cool, and hopefully one day maybe they'll listen to our stuff and they'll say, hey, I remember when you guys said that we were cool, and we think that you guys are cool, and we're gonna be like, oh hey, we think you're cool, and maybe we should do a podcast together, and then we do some weird like murder comedy podcast.
That would be sweet. So let us know. Morbid or crime. I'm a crime junkies guy too. But this, crime I'm telling you,
dope.
Listen to this podcast. Ashley Flowers and Britt.
Yeah. I listen to that one. That one's all right. I like the back and forth between Ash and Elena on Morbid.
Yeah,
dude, they're funny. And they'll drop F-bombs, and they'll call people pieces of shit, and this piece of shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I love you girls, dude. Just calling it how it is. There's no filter. There's no like.
There's no butter.
Well,
there's no butter.
It's a podcast about murder, but we can't say the F word. Well, fucking somebody murdered somebody. I mean, say he is a fucking piece of shit because he is. God.
Why don't we run for like police chief and shit? Like you and I be like a tag team and be like, this mother, like we at our press conferences, like this scumbag cocksucking motherfucker peeped in on this girl, and we don't like that. Like just totally amplify shit and be like, it parked in a handicapped spot, and he shouldn't have done that. Like, this cunt did this.
This fucking asshat. Can you believe this piece of shit? He fucking parked in a red zone. We need to find this piece of shit motherfucker right now, bring him into the station, because I'm going to give him a fucking ticket. This cocksucker. Can you believe the balls on this motherfucker parking in a red zone? It was clearly marked fucking red. Are you colorblind, you piece of shit? It's fucking red.
Did this idiot, this fucking illiterate, incompetent idiot not realize the curb painted red? The curb was painted red, idiot. Are you blind? Do you not know what paint is? Do you not know? Like, that's how we would be. and I'm excited for that. Hold on, let's talk. What do you think? What jobs would be better if cursing, like vulgar cursing, was allowed?
Oh, politicians for sure.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, 'cause they'd
I
be
would
cursing
love-
out other countries. They'd be cursing out other countries and shit. That'd be sweet.
No. I love the rift of some of the politicians right now, specifically in California, because like I feel like a lot of the governor, or I'm sorry, the mayors don't really like Newsom, and I would love for them to just hold a press conference and go, I want to thank everyone for being here today. It's come to my attention that our fucking piece of shit, cock-sucking governor has decided to make it a good idea to keep the fucking schools closed. Now, let me tell you what this cocksucker needs to do. He needs to get out of his fucking ivory tower, and he needs to come down here, and he needs to look and see the situation firsthand, eye to eye, instead of just sitting there going, yeah, I think we need to be safe. And fuck you. Get off your high horse, bitch, and come down here, and let's fucking do this, you fuck. Do you have any questions? Does anybody in the press? How about you? You, right there with the brown hair. What's your fucking question? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yep,
with the
that's
hat.
me. Thank you for Thank you for calling on me, sir. Is this something? I feel like this went beyond a little bit. I feel like this is something that you've had on your chest for quite some time. Oh, good golly. Golly. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. This is,
No, that was strictly bit. That was
well, then you
don't get me wrong.
You are
I
a good actor. You're a great actor then.
Thank you. I know. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Newsom. I don't like him at all. I think he's got some funky, weird politics. But I don't. The truth of the matter is, I try to stay as far away from politics as I possibly can, because I am. So when we think back on my golf career, right? And I love telling this story. There was a customer that came into the golf shop that I was working at, and I was the first assistant golf professional, right? So I'm supposed to be the guy that knows all the shit. And he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, can you tell me about the new Mizuno irons that are coming out?" And I'm like, Mizuno's coming out with what? And so I went, fuck. So I spent not waking second, but I spent a significant amount of time just getting into the weeds of golf and just saying, okay, who's I knew who the big players and manufacturers were. I knew who the small players were. I knew some of the boutique brands. I knew all this stuff, but I wasn't really up to date with all this shit. So I really focused on getting up to date and knowing all the shaft manufacturers, knowing all the specs, so the next, because my thought was, look, I'm a professional in this industry. I need to know as much as I possibly can, or at least enough to, when that guy comes in, at least be able to bullshit him a little bit. So that's how I feel about most things that I get involved with. And I feel like if I really sat down and started looking at politics, I would do the same exact thing, and I would go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I would be looking at every certain like bill and angle, and why these guys are thinking this way and trying to pass this bill, and why these motherfuckers are over here doing this. And I don't have the time. It's frustrating, and I don't want to do it, because I know that I would dive so deep down that rabbit hole that I don't know that I would ever come out. And I'd probably somehow, some way, get myself into an elected official position, which is definitely not a good idea. So,
I mean,
I would run.
You got
for
my
shit,
vote, buddy.
and
You got my.
I appreciate that. I would run for shit, and the first thing I feel like anybody would say would be like, "Have you listened to this guy's podcast? He is so offensive. He says the F word. He called somebody a the word." So that's probably why I'll never be in office, because I called someone a cunt once.
And then your argument, yeah, but then your argument was, well, okay, that's another thing I was going to propose, is we should be able to curse more. See? Full circle.
God, right? I love the full circle.
I
love it. And here's the
I
other,
love a good full
other,
circle.
Me too. And here's the other argument and fight that I've gotten in with the family recently, is that statement right there. Is that statement that you just made right there. Was like, dude, they're like, can we say Hell? And I'm like, yeah, you can say hell. You know what I want. And then future wife looks at me like, the fuck did you just say? I'm like, oh, no, you can't say that. No. She said no, so no. I'm like, it's just a word. Why can't you say hell? What the hell's wrong with hell? but I can't. Apparently, we can have small humans say that. I don't get it. I'm weird on that, I guess.
I
But it
remember
doesn't-
the first so the day I got permission to say the word heck because I thought heck was a curse when I was a child. I remember like super vividly. It was my dad was standing outside the sliding back door smoking a cigarette. Nope, wasn't even a sliding door at the time. It was a white door that swung open like real like
Oh, just like a
like but it was like an old school like the door was like solid wood, single pane glass. It was whatever. He was out there smoking a fucking cancer stick, right? Real like
it's got the heater.
yeah. And I was like, Dad, can I? He said, heck. And I was like, oh, you curse. And he's like, heck's not a curse. I was like, oh, could I say that? And he said, yeah, of course. As he said that, I was like, thank you. Check. Turned to my mom and said, and what the heck are you cooking? And
Whack.
Yeah,
How hard
yeah.
did you get hit? That's
it was, I didn't get hit, but they were like, if my parents regret anything, it was not hitting me at that moment because they said, like, they were dumbfounded, like, what? They're like, I'm revoking all privileges to say the word heck. And, like, my dad was, like, snickering. Like, that was kind of funny. But he was like, what the, like, and my mom was, like, appalled. She's like, your fucking dinner, asshole. And, yeah, they didn't like me for a while.
I love that you said, "Hey, what the heck you cooking for dinner tonight, woman?"
But she was, like, already cooking, though. She's, like, mid, like doing her
Mid-saute.
shit. Like,
She's just like,
yeah. She was mid drying out those pork chops, and
God, is there anything better than a nice dry pork chop that your mom used to cook? For the record, my mom was a really good cook.
I love your mom.
So one of the things that we always had was we kind of had a routine. There were like 6 dishes that we usually would get, and that was pretty much it. And they were amazing. They were
it was a
delicious.
rotation. It was a good, but it was a rotation always.
Yeah. And that's something that I've tried to avoid because I mean we've talked about this before. I mean I cook all the dinners, not all. I'm going to say 95%. And it's dude. I'll do. If they like something, we put it on the menu. And they have this menu that they can go take a look at and go, okay, can we have this tonight? And I'll go, yep. And I'll go to the store, get all the shit for it, and come and I'll make that, whatever that is. So it's not the, like, here's the 6 things that we're going to eat right here. It's here's the things that I can cook. The screen's not big enough. It's just whatever you guys want. And I try to do new things to have them experience new foods, and it's just like, hey, you guys want to try this? And they're like, yeah, that sounds really good. And can we put that on the menu? Yep. Yeah, that's how I run it. A little different.
Please adopt me. Please adopt me. Growing up, I had a strict rotation. It was, we had the pork chops yesterday. Today is spaghetti and meatballs. Then after spaghetti and meatballs, it was chicken cutlets. And after chicken cutlets, it's spaghetti, no meatballs. And then, and after the second spaghetti dish, it was one more spaghetti dish. And then it was meatloaf to tie the bow on,
And it was a second spaghetti dish that was leftovers because they made so much that they're just like, all right, we're just going to roll that over to the next meal.
No. No leftovers. Everybody gets one dish. One dish each.
Dude, we had I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of leftovers, like, at all. I mean, I'll eat them if I'm lazy, like super lazy, or I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I'm really not a fan of the leftovers. So it's funny because when I used to travel a bunch, it would the leftover was great because future wife, that would be lunch, and if it was just her and there was no kids, she'd have that for dinner. So that was how we rolled. But it's every once in a while we'll have the leftover night and we'll just have like this hodgepodge of different things, and some it's a mix, right? So we'll get that mix of like there'll be like an Asian little dish that's over here, and then there'll be like a veal dish that I made that's over here, and then there's like this other dish over here, and everybody's like, oh, okay. I'm like, how do these all, they don't really all come together, but everybody's happy. Okay, whatever, just go with it. But I don't do I don't do leftovers. I fucking hate leftovers. Is that, can I say that out loud? Am I allowed to?
No, you know what? You really did it this time.
I did. What did I do, Nick? What'd I do? What happened? What? What's up, bruh?
You know what? You can mock my character. You could make fun of my hairstyle. You could even tell me that I dress inappropriately. You overstep your boundaries when you say things like leftovers are no good. You know what? Because this is where I draw the line. This is where I...
This is the line in the sand? Hard line in the sand right here.
No,
coming up.
cement. Cement.
Fuck, it's not even a hard line in sand. It's a hard line in cement? Okay,
shut up. Shut up.
Get it. I'm ready.
Some of us do eat leftovers.
Hang on.
Ask what I had for lunch. I fucking dare you to ask what I had for lunch today. Leftover tacos.
Nick.
Spoiler. Shut up. Shut up. Leftover tacos. From when? Last night. Ask what I had for... Oh, ask what I had for breakfast. Shut up. Don't ask. Because it was eggs. Because it was eggs. That part doesn't matter. But if we go back one more day, leftovers were consumed again.
Did you have leftover eggs?
No. The eggs were fresh. The eggs were pretty much right out of the turkey's ass.
Wait, you had turkey eggs?
Shut up.
How do you have turkey eggs? Where do you get turkey eggs? Are those good? Never had a turkey egg.
Oh, here he goes again, questioning my food. It was a chicken, okay? It was a chicken.
You don't even know what kind of bird it was. You're just like, oh, it's a fucking egg. Turkey, chicken, quail.
All I know is that bird was probably a leftover.
Just out there eating America's baby eggs right there. You're eating eagle eggs? What the fuck's wrong with you, Nick?
I'm pretty sure my cold cuts expired a week ago. Still eating them.
Dude.
Who's got a menu for their children? Nobody. We got, hey... Yeah, it's the second time we re-microwaved the turkey, but it's still good, and guess who's eating it? You sick fuck.
So when I'm going to say this, and the reason I don't, number one, the reason I don't like leftovers is because we generally don't have a lot of leftovers. Number one. Number two, Chinese food leftovers are the best ever. Cold pizza, nothing better than. So I can't say
gross.
What?
Cold
pizza?
Like cold pizza? You guys don't even know what pizza is, so shut up. Hey, I want to apologize for saying shut up so much. I don't want you to shut up even a little bit. I really enjoy talking to you.
No, I get it. I like it when you get a little fired up. It's it's definitely fun. It's a good time for sure. I feel like I need to get another new boom. I don't know how I feel about this one.
Can I ask you a question?
Yours
is it a boom or a boon?
What?
Oh, yeah, look at this. Is it a boom or a boon?
Boom? I think it's B, 2 O's, and then an M. And yours is just so fluid and nice, and then it stays there when you want, and look at that. And mine's like rigid, and sometimes make funny noises, which I think I fixed. But it's like I feel like anytime I try to move it, it makes noise, and god damn it. But the way I gotta say,
I move this thing all
right
day.
Now,
I'll just.
Look at this. We got the golfer right there, Roy McIlroy, just framed perfectly in the archway right there. Look at that.
Oh, that is sweet.
And I did that. Totally,
you know what? Hold on.
on
Can we pose for? Should we pose for a picture real quick? And like, we'll pose for a picture. That's a great screenshot. Look how perfect that is. All right. What do you want to do? Do you want to do something like?
Just look concerned. You're under the lights. I like it. Okay, we'll figure that out in post. Oh, I blocked it. Encinitas. Oh my god! So all the fucking people that are listening to this in their cars right now, and not watching this on YouTube, Nick and I just did some posing like we were at a photo shoot together.
Mine was not. Mine was for Grindr. I think my photo shoot was apparently for Grindr. Mine was weird. I regret all of it immediately.
Damn it! You fucking beat me to it. Oh, I was just gonna say that's in my profile pic for you. God damn it! See that wavelength, man. I'm telling you that mental fucking telepathy that we have with each other. It transfers that 3,200 miles and just gets right into your dome. Because I was thinking that's a profile picture. He's gonna post that on Grindr or some other website where he can find dick. So how does that work? So here's something that I've thought of, and
How the fuck? What is this?
no, we're going down this road. I'm taking you down this road with me. You're coming along. You get in the passenger seat, Hoss, because we are going down this road together. It's going to be fun.
Seatbelt is on. What the fuck? Oh, what is wrong with me?
Oh,
what
let's
is
offend some
wrong
more
with
people.
me?
That's good. So
Okay,
here's a
what
question
we got?
I have: Is it that easy for gay men to literally just say, "Hey, I need someone to I want a blowjob right now"? Is it that easy? And there's another guy that's out there that's like, God, I really wish there was some sort of application that I could put on my phone where I could find a dick to suck. I mean, is that it? Now, Tinder's out there, right? But that's boy and girl, and I think. Oh, I think this is a great
boy and
segue.
girl.
I think this is a great segue to talk about Chris D'Elia, because he said in his little video that he just threw up on the internet on the YouTube yesterday was that anytime he rolled into town, there's 50 emails that was going out that he's trying to find snatch, and I can understand that, right? Road warrior, you're out there, you're just like, dude, I'm bored, might as well. Now, the fact he did it when he was in a relationship, I think he did it when he was married. I think he was married. I don't really know. I don't know him that well.
I think he's
well.
engaged.
Yeah, but the fact that he was doing that during that time is definitely bad. But I mean, it's a weird. Is getting dick or getting vagina that easy? That's the question I have. And is Grindr, and again, I'm a straight heterosexual male. So if you're a gay man, is it that easy to get dick? That's the question I have.
If you're a straight man, or
No.
Wait,
if you're a
wait,
gay
if
man,
you're a straight man,
gay,
or if you're
well, we know as straight men, I feel like it's not that easy unless you're super successful, famous, or rich. It's there, you got to put in some work. You got to have some conversations. You got to be funny. You got to be witty. You got to say the right thing, and then hopefully at the end of the night, you're gonna get to go home with this girl, right? There's been,
what I think that just because like you're gay and like searching for other men, I think it's actually harder to get dick as a gay dude.
yeah, but
Because
Grindr.
there's a lot of people that aren't out. Yeah, but there's a lot of people that aren't out yet or comfortable, say, risking exposing themselves as a gay individual. So, I think that you go to a concert. Here's an example. You go to a concert, right? You're in the crowd and you're a single dude. There's a single straight dude and there's a single gay dude. The straight dude has literally half of the population of that concert to shoot for. Granted, people be in a relationship, people aren't interested, whatever. The numbers are there. Now, a gay dude goes, and the numbers are, there is a few, what should I drop? Jelly beans. Ooh, that sounds not like it. That's not what yeah, let's say jelly beans, because
I like it. We'll go with it.
Yeah,
Go with it.
a few jelly beans dropped in the crowd, right? That's it. Now you're on the mission to not only pick somebody up, but you got to find that jelly bean and then try to pick them up. And there's a chance they're not even going to be interested in you. Also, gay straight dudes, stop thinking every gay dude is hitting on you. They're not out there fucking scouting, you know? They're not trying to turn everybody. They just want some dick like the rest of the population.
So here's the thing though. Here's the other side of that though. That is the that's like the 1984 version, I feel like, of straight male versus gay male dating, right? What you just described.
Okay.
I feel like a couple things I want to say. Number one, I'm really hoping that we're getting closer to the point where, that community, the LGBTQ community, is more comfortable in coming out, right? So, I mean, when I've talked to my kids, like, look, I don't give a shit. I really don't. If you like the same, if you like different, if you like whatever you like, I don't care. You can fall in love with the toast.
Right, for instance. I'm in the same boat as you right now. I think my kid's a lefty. I don't know what to do. I'm telling him it's okay to be gay or lefty. Thing. I don't know. I'm telling gay or lefty. I'm gonna love you either way. You know.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So, and I really hope, and I feel like we're closer in this generation. My generation as parents, your generation as parents, and I feel like we're closer to that because we're significantly more accepting. And again, I don't give a shit. I just want you to be happy. It doesn't matter who it's with. I don't fucking care. So I'm hoping that we're getting to that point where we're getting away from that. I'm in the closet and I'm scared and that because I can't imagine. I have some friends who I went to high school with, and in high school, you get the signs, you get the idea, but they never really came out with it, right? And then, come to find out later, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense. And it's like, we still would have been friends in high school. We still would have been friends in college. I don't give a shit. And I'm hoping that challenge that of coming out is diminished more as time goes on. I think it will be because I think people are more accepting. I hope. But it could be that I'm just living this little bubble that we live in. I've been out in the world in 8 months, and who knows what the fucking world is right now. But back to the other thing, though,
right? But it's still a challenge.
Oh, for sure.
You got to get yourself to like it's a battle within yourself. Sure. I would hope to say that the group consensus is like if somebody comes out, you're like, okay, fantastic. We still going out to the bar tonight? Like no issue. But to come out and to accept it in yourself, I think that is the biggest challenge.
Maybe, yeah. I don't disagree with that, and I think we've done a good job as parents. Not you because your kid doesn't even talk yet, like sentences.
Yes,
and can't formulate thoughts.
Oh, okay. No. My dog is smarter than him still.
But I think we've done, me and future wifey have done a really good job of just saying, look, it doesn't matter to us. Whatever makes you happy is where we're going to be. We don't care. Just as long as you're happy and this is where you feel you belong, we're for it. Fucking do whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
So that being said, I wanted to say that. That being said, I still have the question though. I feel like. And I feel like, I don't know if it's the media that's made it seem this way. I don't know if it's culture that's made it seem this way. But I feel like Grindr was the thing that you could get on and literally find dick like that. I mean, it's like, hey, I need some dick. Oh, 5 minutes away. Cool. There's some dick. I feel like that's the way it is. So in that aspect, I think that, and I feel. Oh, here's the other thought too, because you made a comment of these. Some of these gentlemen were afraid to come out, right? So if you're taking your concert situation,
yeah.
Now the concert situation, you introduce that Grindr app, and now there's these guys on there going, yeah, I'm okay with this. So your potential jelly bean has gone from 3 or 4 to maybe like 40 to 50 because there's still a bunch of guys that are out there that haven't come out, but are like, God damn, I'd like to, find that little honey bear,
smoke some pole,
yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Is it that easy? That's the question I have, and I don't know that we're gonna find the answers, because being heterosexual males, I can tell you right now that it's not that easy. Well, it wasn't. I don't know. When I was in college, it wasn't that easy. There was a couple of rare exceptions that I can think of, but it was never it was never easy as a man trying to court a woman. It was never easy, and
There's always a challenge.
I can't think that it's easy now. I don't know. It's been a fucking long time, but I can't think it's easy now.
It's funny.
But if you're famous,
It's
though,
funny that
going back to Chris,
here's what you
sorry,
to Chris D'Elia. Yep.
Yeah, I was just saying, going back to Chris.
No.
Famous,
Continue. You're.
if you're famous, dude, I mean, it just gets thrown at you. When I was playing a little bit, and I wasn't even that good, and I didn't play full time, and I didn't play on any major tours, I played on mini tours. I remember my caddy coming up to me one time and said, "Hey, I got a hotel key." I'm like, "You got a what?" He goes, "Yeah, look over there, the blonde." Yeah, I'm like, "Fuck, oh, all right." I didn't do anything with it because I didn't know what to do. But I mean, I was like a B level player, maybe not even a B level player. I sucked. I made zero cuts. And
you were a B. You're a B.
Yeah. So it's interesting if I feel like that if women see that success, if they see that money, they see that fame, they're just like, yep. And a lot of times it just doesn't matter.
And
so
he addressed
in Chris's
that.
situation, that's what it was. I mean, he's just getting puss thrown at him. And if you're not in a place mentally where you can take that, you're gonna succumb. You're gonna be like, I'm on the road, I'm away from whatever I got going on at home, and why not? I'm bored, might as well.
Yeah,
that's kind of
and he addresses that, and I felt I believed him. I believed in D'Elia's in his, I guess. I don't even want to say it was an apology because it really wasn't an apology. It was addressing the situation and being like, it was a statement. And he was backing almost everybody else up. He was like, this happened. And if you didn't know this detail, that happened too. And I respect that. So for instance, I didn't know that he was cheating on his fiance. I didn't know that. And he willy-nilly threw that out.
Oh yeah. He just threw that out there. It was like, yep. And yeah, no, I did that. I know it looks bad. Yeah, it's horrible. And he sees some people and he's talked to some people. The challenge though that I have is, and I don't like the what's her name, Simone Rossi.
I don't know who that is. Is that the one
when
online?
She was that's the chick that came out with the screenshots and saying that these are the conversations that her and Chris had back in 2014 when she was 16. That's kind of where I have the issue, is her being 16, and that's
that's an issue.
Chris,
but
obviously she says nothing happened, but she's saying that he was trying to, I guess, groom her so that maybe when she was 18 something would happen.
Where, and if I'm not mistaken, when she turned 18, he hit her up immediately. If I'm not mistaken, is that really what happened? That's what I think happened. Which isn't. It doesn't look great, but at the same time, he kind of was. He said everything was legal and consensual, and it was. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good, and I get it. And I think if say. Not. I'm just as a silly example. You or I were in that in that situation. You would want to be like, it was legal, it was consensual. So I get why he's saying that, but he's saying it's not right. I fucked up. So I get why people want to hate, especially during this culture, the cancel culture and shit like that. And again, I don't think what he did was right. I don't, as a human level, I don't think it was right.
Right.
But a part of me is like, I feel that he's being kind of genuine and being like, the only thing I would have changed if I was him, and I would have been like, I would have let out this statement and be like, but I'm still not done working on myself. This is me just saying where I'm at right now. I'm still going to kind of go back into hiding for a little bit and work on myself, because I don't feel... Because what he was kind of hinting at was like that he knows that he needs work, and he knows that what he's doing isn't right, and he's saying that he's this, like the sex addict and all this shit, and Like, he's admitting that he's a sex addict. He controls his life. It's this, that, the third. Okay, you don't just, you're not an addict, and then one day you're like, I'm good. Like, I realized, holy shit, I am a sex addict, and now I'm not. Like, no, if whatever kind of addict you are, whatever it is, you're not going to just hit a point and be like, I'm good. If you would have released this and be like, but I'm still actively working on myself, guys, give me a little bit of time, I feel like that would have got a lot of respect. But then you can't throw out those false claims and be like, guys, I'm going to go quiet for another 4 weeks and then not do anything about it, you know? If he really does like work on it and be like, guys, look, I'm putting in the work on myself, though I didn't do anything illegal, like a Louis C.K. thing. Like, he didn't rape anybody. He just jerked himself off, which, again, indecent exposure. If they said no,
yeah, but that was a different thing. Yeah, that was a different thing though too, because I mean, that got blown way out of context, and he talked to him before. He's like, "Look, this is just kind of my thing, and it's
my thing,
yeah, and this is kind of how it is." And they're like, "Okay," and I got blown way out. The Chris thing. Again, we talked about this before. I was hesitant to talk about it. I agree. I agree with pretty much everything you said. You know, I think that you know, him making a statement, you know, yesterday was a good thing, and it's a step in the right direction. But I agree. I think he should have said, "Hey, I'm still working on this a little bit, and I need time." You know, I think back to 2000, was it 2009? I think. No, it was. When was that? No, it was past that, because I don't know. Whatever. The Tiger scandal, when he got busted cheating, and his wife came after him with a 9-iron and fucking threw it through his Cadillac Escalade. And then he wrecked it, and oh yeah, that was. So, you know, I look at that.
Story.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. But his comeback was even better. So, I mean, that's really kind of the tell of his character. So it's one of those things too with Chris. I mean, it's like, look, I mean, this is not a, hey guys, I fucked up. Everything's cool now. I'm a sex addict. No, it's a, you know, I got to continue to work on it. This isn't going away, and I need to fix it. I need to be better. And I think he said some of those things, but I think he needs to say, if he didn't, just, I'm continuing to work on this. This is a process. Mm-hmm. We'll get there. Thank you for your support, type of thing. You know,
the best thing that he could do is not release like not that really anybody's recording right now anyway, but don't hop back on his podcast. Don't start releasing content and shit. Put that out. Let that simmer with people. Put out another, like, the best thing you do, put out another little snippet on YouTube like that. Guys, you know, I just want to let you know, I'm still actively working on myself, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Don't show. Like, don't put out this fucking release, because I feel like if he puts out this release that he did a couple days ago and then jumps right back to recording a podcast and putting out content or whatever kind of content he wants to put out, he releases that, put out a piece of content that's like, no, dude, you only released that
one little thing.
Statement. Right. You only put out that statement because you want to start putting out content again. No. What you need to do is because then that negates the heartfelt message you just put out. You know what I'm saying? Then it seems fake. Put out your statement. You know, call your quirks out to everybody and be like, yeah, I fucked up. This is what I need to do. To improve my life and to do better in my life, and then keep working on it for a little bit longer. That's the best thing. I'm telling you straight up, if he comes out with content, any sort of content, to try to get some fans back or whatever,
he's gonna get blasted.
It's a mistake.
He's just gonna get fucking Christmas treed.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking blasted. So speaking of questionable humans
getting blasted. Oh, okay. What?
Just murdering kids, just getting blasted in the face. There's a bunch of dead kids in your face. Bringing it back from last week.
That was a good segment. I love that. I love that thing we rolled with. We just talked so long about killing kids.
God, that was so good. It was so good.
All right, what do you got?
Who would ever think that those words together would ever be said and make sense, and then we would laugh at it? It's like, oh, it felt so good to talk about people killing kids.
I still stand by it, though. I still stand by it.
I'm a fan. I am. I really am. I understand, though, Mr. Nick Delicati, that you have a HMNS Human of the Week.
I do. That's a good point. That's a good bring up. Allow me. Yes. So as you know, I live in New York. If I'm sure everybody at this point knows that, we have been getting fucking dump trucked with snow. We're getting a lot of snow. We got more snow the other day. Living in New York, I live on Long Island, like we've mentioned earlier. There are statewide trucks that come by and plow our streets, right?
Yeah.
There's actually the law is that if you own, like if you're a private snow plower, I guess, like you have a fucking plow on the front of your truck and you're contracted out with say supermarkets to do their parking lot or things like that, right? It's pretty common that, people have plows on the front of their truck because, they make money by doing parking lots or, private driveways if they're like from the Hamptons or some shit. So it's pretty, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But you cannot lower your plow on a state street, like so any street that somebody lives on, you can't just plow that because it comes with liability. If you tear up the asphalt, you're expected to fucking replace it, or if not, the state has to come and repave or patch up your road. So you can't do highways. You can't just lower your fucking plow anywhere.
Right.
With that being said, every single fucking motherfucker in New York wants you to lower your fucking plow. We want you to help us out because our shit hasn't been plowed for 10 hours and we're shoveling out our driveways that takes fucking 5 hours in and of itself by hand, and then the snow plow comes and pushes all the snow from the street up into our fucking driveways. It's kind of a bitch. We all want everybody to lower their plows, but we get it. Now, let me paint you a picture. I have the street I live on, okay, runs one way. It's like a fucking normal street, houses on both sides. A couple houses down, there's a stop sign. It is not an intersection, it's what we call a T. If you're watching this on YouTube, look what I'm doing. This is my street running this way. Say my street is running north to south, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a side street that butts into it, so it doesn't go through. There it is, creates a T. It doesn't go through as an intersection, it just butts up into my block. So when you're at that stop sign coming from that side block, you're facing somebody's house, right? And you either got to make a left or a right. The woman that lives right in that T, where the front of her house faces that side block, right, is a very old woman. She is got to be in her 80s. I've offered to mow her lawn for her, but she's out there mowing her own lawn. I'm like, hey, ma'am, I live in, I'm not going to say my address.
Yeah, don't do that.
I live right there. Would you like me to mow your lawn for you? No, it's okay. It's how I get my exercise. She's a sweet woman. I've also offered to rake her leaves. No, it's okay. It's okay. I will help this bitch out one day. I need to because I'm too deep. So, like I said, we all want those like private guys to plow the fucking street because, come on, shit hasn't been plowed. We need it.
Help us out.
Turns out some guy maybe listens to this podcast and did it. Okay, it was very nice. It was great, but he did it on that side block that butts into my block, and pushed all of the snow right in front of that woman's driveway after she shoveled. After she shoveled. If you don't understand, if you don't live where it snows, if you plow, it's like it bundles up, and typically it spills out of one side of the plow, like it's like a shovel, and it spills out one side. But what it does is it pushes all the snow and compacts all the snow. Yeah. So instead of being nice and fluff and easy to move, it becomes wet, it becomes dense, it becomes very hard.
It's like cement.
It's like cement. It's like fucking ice. It's like you're trying to get through ice. So when somebody plows past your driveway, it's always the hardest part because you're shoveling ice and compact like dirt from the road. It's all mixed together. It's very heavy. It's very hard to break through. He just pushed all of this shit straight right in front of her driveway. Like he drove past the stop sign, butted up to her driveway, and backed up. Fucking and for that, you, my friend, in the maybe silver, maybe gray, rusted out fucking 2-door Ford. Fuck you. You're my Hey Man Nice Shirt Human of the Week.
Fuck that guy.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, I gotta say that's a dick move. If you're shoveling snow and pushing it into a drive, because you know where you're going. You have a windshield. You can see. You understand what happens with snow, right? I mean, this isn't your first time in a motor vehicle. You got to understand that when you're pushing shit, it's going to go forward. Some of it's going to go off to the side, but most of it's going to go forward. And if you're shoving it in someone's driveway, that is just a championship dick move. That is a championship dick move.
And it makes it so much worse that that's an old woman who does like her own yard work. I don't know exactly what her situation is. I don't know if she widowed. I've never seen an older male there. All I've seen is her, and dude, that's an old woman now. It's got to chip through that like dick. And you know the guy lives in the community. He has to because nobody's just taking their private truck with their private plow and going to another town and plowing a road just for fun. He must be a neighbor that is like, I just need to get out of my shit. You know, I need to be able to drive off my block. So he just plowed everything right in front of that fucking woman's house.
Yeah, and it plows it right in front of somebody else's house. And he may not know that it's a 900-year-old woman that's there. He may think he has to. He may think
no, he has to.
Maybe he's like,
no, he has to. No, he has to because again,
he's a local guy. He's like a
he has to be. He has to be a local guy because you would never travel to another part of town or another town altogether to plow some random road, which you're not supposed to do. You're legally not supposed to do. But he did. Like we kind of all want people to do it, just to clear our roads. So he must live within a couple houses, knowing this woman, who I said, again, is out mowing her lawn, out raking her own leaves. He sees her. He must be a neighbor. And just plowed that bitch right up into the fucking driveway.
What an absolute piece of shit. Yeah, he definitely deserves the Hey Man Nice Shirt Human of the Week. I have a softer one.
Okay, what do you got? Is this how we're toning down the episode? Is this it? Like, come on, give it to me. I'm excited.
This is we're gonna go from this piece of shit cocksucker that absolutely should never plow snow into anyone else's property to these other pieces of shit, and I'm gonna lump them all kind of into a one little category, not a little category.
One turd.
Dude, this is another episode. Another instance in this episode where we have connected on a level that I can't even explain right now. Stars are aligned, maybe Mercury is in retrograde. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I've heard it before, and people say
that means something.
That means something. Yeah, it means something. So,
my horoscope came out today, and it says I'm trying to fuck. Good. Sorry. I don't know. Just please stop me from talking, please.
My horoscope came out and said the stars have aligned, and they all agree that you shouldn't be reading fucking horoscopes, you piece of shit. Yeah, that's literally what it said.
Facts.
It's facts.
Go ahead. I can't believe it said that. I can't believe it said that. I can't believe that's so wild.
So, so the community I live in, right? Nice little, fun little community, gated. We hang out with our neighbors all the time. It's a great spot. So we have a little dog, obviously, that we've talked about before. You have a dog. We have a small dog. And, obviously he has to go out into the world and shit. And as responsible humans, when we go out into the world and he shits, knowing that this is a community where everybody else walks and there are people and kids and all this other fun stuff, we do the right thing. And what do? We take that little plastic bag out of the little container that we have on his fucking leash, and we go dip down. Yep, bag in hand, and we pick up his dog shit. And we tie off the bag. We walk over to where
As you should.
Yep. Walk over to where the bin is, open the bin, throw the bag in, grab a couple new bags, put them in the thing, so we make sure that we always have a bag. So, for all of you in my community and all the communities around the world that do, and we are international, because
And
remember,
throw mine in there too.
yeah. You know, we
say
like I
it,
said,
say it,
like
say
we
it.
talked about before, we are international. To our Canadian listeners, to our German listeners, to you fucks in Long Island that don't pick up after your dog.
On Long Island. On Long Island.
Not in it. What did I say?
No. Ooh. You'd piss off just about every Long Islander ever if you said in Long Island.
Oh shit!
It's a big
Sorry.
thing. It's a huge thing.
Okay.
Huge
on,
thing.
because I guess you
On
live
Long
on
Island.
it. Yeah, it makes sense. So all of you fucks that don't pick up after your dogs, you
Dude,
get
what a good one.
my official Hey Man Nice Shirt Humans of the Week. Pick up after
Good
your
one.
fucking
That's a good
animals.
one.
It's not fucking hard. It's really not
That's a good
hard.
one.
It's really not.
It's something so
You know what-
small, but it's so fucking frustrating. Oh my god! Pick up your shit.
Super frustrating. It's super frustrating. I've lived here for 4 years. It'll be 4 this year. And I've stepped in dog shit twice, and I can't tell you the anger and the rage that came from
too
deep
many.
within
It's too many.
inside me, knowing that could have been
That is
prevented
too many.
because you pieces of shit didn't pick up after your fucking dog. I hate
That's
you.
too many. That is too many times. That is too many fucking times.
Correct.
And
Correct.
just like that. And just like that. That is episode 18 weeks. We've been doing this for 18
Holy
weeks.
Fucking shit, we've made it to 18. You know what's I'm excited. 20 is right around the corner. That's a big fucking number.
Our
You know
oh
what?
my god, holy shit. Hold on. No. Our podcast is legal. It's 18. Anybody can fuck with our podcast now.
God, again, I was just gonna say we are of the legal sex age in most states.
You could fuck our podcast. We have been fucking your ears this whole time. You could fuck us right back. Fuck us right back.
We are legal. We're 18 deep. We can buy lottery tickets now. You know, for the podcast.
beer.
We have.
We could join the
podcast
military.
lottery tickets.
We could get-
We could fucking join the military. What the fuck do you know about joining the military? We can do that right now. We can buy porn.
Not much.
Most importantly, we can buy porn.
That's
Fucking
right.
A-R.
Guys, it's a huge benefit if you guys like, subscribe, rate our podcast. Go on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. That is a huge way for us to spread our message, our fucking podcast, our comedy. If you guys give it a like, a listen, tell a friend, any of that shit, it helps us out tremendously. So like it, rate it, subscribe it. Tell somebody you don't even like. If you don't like the podcast, tell somebody you hate and make them listen to us. Crazy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love it. That's a great idea. Great move. Good call. Nick, hang on a second. I got a question for you.
Yeah. What do you got?
You just mentioned all of these great things where all these people can do. Is there somewhere that they could find us maybe on Instagram?
They sure can. They sure can, Logan. They sure can. And where they could do that? Maybe you're asking?
Yeah. Where is that, Nick?
That is at HMNS Podcast.
Oh my goodness! You know what? There's some people that are on Twitter. I've heard of this thing, right? Can they follow us there?
The old twatter, you're asking?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? The old twatter is at HMNS Podcast.
Oh wow! Oh, I heard that we're also on TikTok. Can they follow and hit us up on TikTok? Hit it! Get it! Oh fuck yeah! Down the shirt.
They sure can. And I'll tell you where. That is HMNS Podcast.
What if somebody was like, "Hey, I think you guys are hilarious. I understand now that you guys are experts in literally everything. I need some advice. I have a question. I just want to say what's up. Maybe show you my Grinder app. Where can they do that? Can they send us an email? Is that something they can do?
They sure can. If they want to show us their Grinder profile pictures and make sure that we approve as the perfectly qualified straight heterosexual men, you can do that as well at hmnspodcast@gmail.com.
Fuck yes. And that ties
YouTube and the YouTube and watch this
shit.
on YouTube. Watch this on YouTube.
How could I forget?
How about you read this one off to them?
Since I fucked up and forgot, yeah. So if you want to see our beautiful faces representing the hats, whatever hats that we decide to wear, showing off the beers that we drink, and the koozies that I love, you can watch all of the shenanigans on our YouTube channel, which is HMNS Podcast on the YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, click on shit, do some things. I don't even know most of this stuff, but just spread the news.
Do it all.
Spread the word. We're like that
Just do it all.
that Jehovah's Witness that comes over to your house and just have you heard of Hey Man Nice Shirt? Let me tell you about Hey Man Nice Shirt. You got about 5 minutes? Let me come in. I'm gonna sit down on your couch. Let's have some orange juice and let's talk about Hey Man Nice Shirt. This has been number 18 of fucking blast as always, hanging out with you, Nick Delicati. Logan Ryan saying,
dude,
go Hawks.
I love it. I love you.
Catch a wave. I don't know.
This is Nick Delicati signing out. I appreciate you guys. I love you, Mr. Logan, and I will see you fuckers next week. Peace!